I refuse to elaborate. I'm not a good at spit, right? Yeah, I mean, you admitted to self-harm, you talked to people, you cried about your fucking mom, your hand's in a cast. You're not in a good headspace or a good physical condition, my man. Like, the fact that Randy considered it an option at all is just weird enough, but by this point... Topped until you cry. I have to apologize. He's very, very sleepy. Yeah, he's full of meat. He's full of loaf. He's full of plink. We're a carnivore family, no kidding. Omnivores. Ugh. For some reason, I want to give him shit. I want to give shit for this, but I'm like, there's no reason to give shit for this. The game does this already. The game calls this out specifically with the salad and everything. You know, Inko's accidental wingmaning. We diversify our diet. So again, I think they're facultative. Yeah, they're not obligated carnivores. They're facultative of carnivores. Being obligate to carnivores would effectively ruin their capacity to function as a society, because at that point, it's like, okay, so you need to hunt for food. You really can't scale that effectively. Like, people don't understand how important the capacity to grow some shit in the ground is to facilitating civilization. Oh, but you can keep herds. No, man, doesn't work like that. The big thing about farming is that you sit in one place for long enough, you get bored, and you start inventing random bullshit. And with animals, what are you gonna do? Invent like fucking gene therapy? I don't know. I think a large part of just sitting around watching plants grow is part of the reason people started inventing bullshit. It's like, come on, I got nothing to do. The plants are taken care of. I'm bored to shit. Tell me about that fun story about that guy who fucked his own mom. Vinny won't be happy. He's a fucking kid. He won't be happy ever. Vinny could be... Liz complained about eating her veggies when she was little, and she's a herbivore. He's a big boy. He's going to Snoozeville. Population? These two goobers. Show Banshee-esque alarm. Christian reference. If I made one, it's unintentional, and I couldn't tell you what was going on. This guy with the leg grows. She sits up furiously, and I wake up normal. I have to use that. My condolences. Holy shit! This is what you get when you listen to metal. You listen to hard metal. This is what you get. No, I'm talking about Oedipus! Oedipus. I think you call him Oedipus. I'm talking about Oedipus, you dinguses! Everyone always leaves out the part where she hangs herself, though. She was not chill with that. Or, as the Words song, Oedipus was the first motherfucker. Logo. She sits up. Okay, alarms, condolences. You have to listen to it too. No, yeah, that's bulk deal. Christian is the modern day Oedipus. No, please, mercy, I beg. Hands and knees. I don't even remember, man. Oedipus and stuff like that are very much... I think they primarily propagated through, like, verbal history, so it was very much up to the speaker to decide how it was really brought. So, sure, there's probably an official version out there somewhere, but the story is up to whatever the fuck you want to do yourself. It is up to you to decide if Oedipus fucked his mom and the means by which she killed herself. Bobobo references? Ugh, I wish I watched that show. Your bellowing knocks me the fuck out. Every time I hear the heavy industrial sounds of your lungs going to work, I just fall asleep. It's your best friend, Savage. You're my personal Damn! This is what we like to call a mutual relationship. He chuckles. Being skinny has its benefits. Didn't bring any clothes over and I ain't wearing the shirt again today. Just go home. Auntie's back frill. Oh, yeah. Hey, it's okay showing a little back. Check this out. You heard of regular Oedipus. What about gay Oedipus? Doink this. No. Fuck. I don't know. Fatherfucker doesn't have the same ring to it. Olivia, your chair isn't fucking broken, so you don't have an excuse not to go to school. Anyway, they're just having some cute moments. They're just being adorable, okay? And he's like, hey, I need a shirt. And a cup of joe. I had a sloppy joe for the first time in my life. It has a unique charm. That... Wait a minute. It was only soft and I would give it to never finish a whole pot. Sugar, milk, and creamer. Creamer? Anyway, he drinks his black. He might be white, but he drinks it black. You're a man after my own heart. Why do you have... Who drinks the cream? And the milk and the sugar? It's all just Sophia? Soph's just drowning in that stuff? Mixing espresso out of it? Share my chuckle, go get my coffee. Damien with a few shirts. Your selection is eclectic. Eclectic. I love the word eclectic. It's such a weird word to say. It has 3 C's in it. 3! R.L. Stein is shitting his pants. Most of them are just shirt with goofy logos I don't recognize. I don't know, listen to some bands, maybe. Listen to The Band. Regular white shirt. God damn it, D. You had a chance to be someone, and you're like, nah. The Daddy Diddler. Rob Schneider is the Daddy Diddler. Soon enough, Olivia comes out, folds his clothes in her lap. They're just having a cute moment. The Band. God damn it. The Band! Puppet Palace was so fucking artisanal. It was an artisanal experience. If there's anything I'd want to do again, if there's anything I do a second playthrough of on stream, it would be that. Olivia, why don't you just get butt fucking naked and wheel through as a power move to establish your dominance? Odds are Soph would literally flip your wheelchair in the process, but hey. You showed them? Oh no. Anyway, Damien's like, I don't know, man. I'm just glad the two of you aren't fucking depressed. What a standard I've set for myself. I mean, to be honest, you were probably a big mess yesterday between the red eyes and everything and the, the cast. Like, D was probably extremely messy yesterday. Odds are Damien might have heard him cry a little bit as well because he was pretty loud and bawling. So, Damien knows. The nose knows. Anyway. I'm gonna go in the... Okay. His classroom. Well, D, the upside is... He might be a spooky ghost, which means you can probably ghost bust him and then ask him some questions while he's in the ghost busting cage. Scratching. You mean scratching like self-harm? Because some people describe that as an itch they need to scratch. I'm just saying. Bald Adamson. He would never do that. He would never do that. He makes movies because he gets to write it off taxes despite going on a holiday. Oh, yeah, he's getting his therapy. Going to Scalar's office. First thing I get to school. Yeah, the funny thing that's been keeping me from... The funny thing that's kept me from writing my own stuff has partially been that I can't make up my goddamn mind and I'm trying to be smarter about things. And part of it is that I suffer significant, like, no one's gonna like this. No one's gonna read this. Why are you writing it for this setting, Safi? And I'm just having fun arguments with myself. And then I'm out of time, and I'm like, I gotta go to bed, and I fall in bed, and I never fucking do anything. Nothing gets done. I find it hilarious that this class sucks, is one of the OST songs. We can import a lot of songs. Eaticon's theme, yes, but we can't import boredom. Oh, you told her. Talk about whatever the hell you want. So you gotta do it. Yeah. So, like, I get this, but we've talked about this like 2 to 3 times in this one chapter. I get it. I feel like you could just summarize this as him saying, I catch him up to speed on everything. I don't know. Pensiveness. Every time I see pensiveness, my brain switches these two, and it's like, penisness? Penisness? Okay. Jake? Okay, Jake, listen. You know, part of the reason professional procrastination, like, part of that is, indeed, it's like, I'm taking so long, it should be better than this. That's the best part, you know, where you're like... But talking about that, Inko is a very... Like, I know someone who told me I know Inko. I was Inko. Wani Kiss and the other one. So, explain yourself, Kevin George, because I'm honestly really interested in this. My problem with Inko is that he's an extremely specific niche. The thing Anon had going for him is that Anon was, you know, 4chan is a big message board, and a lot of fucking losers out there are very much going to be like, Anon is just like me. And even some who aren't giant losers would be like, you know, I can see myself in Anon, you know, that distractedness in class as you think about going online. You know. So, as far as that's concerned, you know, Anon had some, you know, he had broad appeal. Even myself, right? Even I was like, yeah, I can see some parts of myself in Anon. You know, the legendary rocking. Woo! Safi priorities are not in order. Is I Want to Kiss That Snoot on here somewhere? Tori Game of two of them, they end up converging into one share. What? What a weird thing to do. Listen, I'm gonna put up my fucking fist and we're fighting this out. What the hell does Tori mean? Tale of Two Snoots. Oh shit! Fucker ain't lying. Inko and Fang. You know, hold up. Okay, listen. I'm gonna read these. Wait, don't I know this guy? Oh, you wrote Inko Noted. Okay, cool. Inko Noted was alright. Masterpiece? It was alright. You know, where's my review of it? It was like, yeah, you know what? If I had to read more Inko Noted, I'd gladly do so. Compared to the alternatives. 7 out of 10. It's not great. It's not the 8 and great club. But, you know, 7 out of 10 for something you make for free for the internet is like... fucking great. Like I said, I'll sit on the toilet and I'll give it a read and I'll be there longer than I would be otherwise. The first one chapters in this fic are the main story, following our bonus chapters for a la Snoot game. Oh, that's interesting. That's kind of cute. Oh, fuck. It's 250,000 words because these people won't shut the hell up. God damn it. My brain just... I just want to write, man. I just want to write. I miss just sitting down and writing. Okay? I miss sitting down and writing and uploading it and having and shaking my little tush going, that was fun to do. Like, I talk about people making big chapters and uploading shit for the dopamine hit, but the dopamine is nice. It's nice to upload something and be done with something and say, I did something. Instead of sitting on a pile of work that doesn't get done and going, you know, Safi, what are you doing here, buddy? What are you doing here, buddy? What are you doing here, buddy? Love is colorblind, but it's not about Inko. Our luck is a real homie. We'll see. I've only read one of them. Love is colorblind. Oh my god, please stop. Japanese for bird. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Is that why it's called... Is that why Tokitori is called... I never... I love Tokitori. That was an adorable little game. Well, they're already on my to-read list, but I might bump them up a couple of spaces, even if they're fucking long. I think you fundamentally misunderstand that my paralysis comes from the fact that I have standards for myself, and those standards are paralyzing in nature. I do write these things. They are in states of completion. There are chapters right over there. Hold up. Fuck it. I'm gonna pull this shit up, okay? You need to understand that this is not a problem as you think it is. The problem is that right now I have at least 5 first chapters for like 5 different stories. No, wait. It's not 5. It's 1, 2, 3. Okay, wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And I think there's some one-shots. No, wait, no. There's the Isekai quadrilogy. That one's there too. That's 9. Liar's Ashes is on there too. That's also a first chapter that's done that can be uploaded, but I'm not gonna because I'm... So, like I said, I have about 10 different things that are at the first chapter, and I'm like... Are they done? Are they done? Are they good enough? Do you think you can commit to this? You think you can finish this? You might as well just leave it on the table up at this point, buddy. There are... Let me just put it down for you. There's a book worth of things I haven't uploaded that are ready to go. And I'm not even talking about first chapters at this point. I'm pretty sure there's like 100,000 words worth of writing just sitting right over there in various states of completion. Some of which are complete enough that you can just... I just don't want to. I just don't want to. Every time I look at it, I go, this could be better. And here's how. And I hate it. It's the worst feeling ever. What the hell's going on? Damn. I need a moment. Also, my throat's slowly starting to die, and I got a game in the morning. Okay, oh no, you weren't talking about my writing process. You were talking about how long it takes. So about that, there have been several fics I've read actually where I eventually got into it. Man, I want to see the next chapter. I think Ikonoda was on them. I think Punch Drunk Gator actually got me in that mood of like, I kind of want to know what you're doing next. You know? And I've said before, the best compliment you can get out of me, other than an actual compliment, is me saying that I want to read more, because... Listen, hold up. Hold up, Kevin York. You seem to be under the impression that I want to hear from anyone anything substantial. I already know. Okay. The last thing I want is to get into a room with people who are going to tell me stuff's good or bad. I don't want to go there. I know the poison. I know the poison. I've tasted that poison in my tabletop RPG career, and I don't want to taste it again. The sweet succulent poison of good ideas. Also, listen. The real problem. Okay, just put Safi in a box over there. Here's serious time me putting on my fancy dress shirt, buttoning up and everything. What the fuck? No, it's not. It's bad. What? Oh. Oh, I see. The joke is my real problem is that I don't like getting opinions from people. I'm working on it, okay? But I lock the fuck up when shit is about me. I lock up. okay? The second things are about me. Whatever it's a job interview, whatever it's what's my favorite color, I lock up. My brain stops working. I turned off the comments for a fic, and then I forgot to turn them back on because I'm stupid. I mean, I guess I am technically already talking to people online about things, but I'm not talking about specifics. There is a Scary Dave, author, don't bring the specifics I have talked about on air. Okay. So you know what? I'm pretty much when the second this recording and stream is done, I have to go to bed like right away. We're already at that point. All right. So here we go. Let me run you through the 20.
Nice work.
Good luck. Go for it.
Is this such a good idea?
That's not the line person who wrote the subtext for that. Let's pull up. I love that how do I explain this to people? So my writing process has so many different fucking files lying all over the place. For some reason, the one that I've settled on being the one is ending one swamp, and I don't even know what that means anymore. Stuck on Rails is here. Chapter 3 is right there, staring at me. There's the Lone Ranger. There's the Witch. What's looping together? Oh yeah, looping together was Groundhog Day for that guy. That's not finished though. That's like a couple of things. These are like things that exist in very fractional states. The Lost Lovers? I don't even know what the fuck I'm doing here. Get rid of that, Safi. It's gone. You literally just copy pasted this bullshit. Just get rid of it. Oh no. These were all part of the everyone. These are all part of the Lone Ranger. The Lost Lovers would have probably been the Witch was going to be Naomi. The Lost Lovers was going to be the parents, and it was going to show their delusion state. I forgot who the martyr was going to be. Or was that also named? Oh, whatever. And the confused monkey, aka my shit idea. Octave and Trico has such a bad rap. Those guys are like, I'm going to use them for something, and everything they appear in does not get anywhere. No! Ranger in the Fog is technically a finished story that features Octave. He did it. He did it. Not even in anything close to what he's canonically supposed to be as a character, but he did it. Fuck you. Ending one asylum route. What are you talking about? Safi, why do you write down these blurbs and you just forget about them? Transitioning into high visibility. Man, what else are we looking at? The ending 2 crossover? Thinks are not for the porno? What does that even mean? Oh, it's the ending 2 copy and Lava Claw Point. There you go. Another one's Ghost. What was that? Was that just my vibrations? Holy shit. Who are these people, Safi? You put way too many words in things. Balancing the Scales and the 4 additional chapters, each of which was... The gimmick was long titles. Retroactive Self-Correction. Road into Jason's Connection. Multimodal Confrontation. Reconfrontation. And Descriptive Closure Futurism. I don't even know what the fuck I was doing here. The Devil's Miracle. What was that one again? Dr. Caduceus. Inko trades in everything for another chance. But the fine print is cruel. There's a lot of stories that come down to that stuff. I don't know. I just like a twinge of the supernatural. I just like that. You know, the New Verse has it. The Evelyn stuff has it. The Danny stuff has it. There's the... I just like that. Okay, I just like it. I should just make fucking manga. Man, there's so many here that are just like a line of me like, I'm going to do this sometime. There's Liar's Ashes. Ooh, Liar's Ashes is Man, I love how fucking edgy that one section looks. Ooh, it's so bad. Liar's Ashes 2.0. The plug unpulled. What even is this? Just around the corner. A far journey or short life? What a great opening line. Oh shit, a dead body? Shouldn't we bring to the hospital? Bring who? Wait, isn't the Inco one near too? If I just like the video game, aka let's do Silent Hill but with Inco, and Inco's being a little shit about it, and he's ending one incarnation, and unlike Nasser who picks himself up, he would fuck up big time, to the point of hurting someone. Okay, so let's actually look at the things I was going to talk about. Well, there's CMF. CMF is still on the listing. That's never happening. I don't know if I could write CMF. The problem with CMF is that the way I wrote at the time, which was extraordinarily purple prosy, and just... goddamn, I look at this stuff and I'm like, Safi, get to the fucking point already! Holy... You don't need this many words. Okay, just don't... Oh yeah, there's the Man of Theseus. That one is structurally there. 7 chapters, pretty straightforward. It'd be a condensed version of the plot. Liar's Ashes, aka Fang reincarnates into, or awakens in Goodbye Volcano Highland. It has like big fucking vibes about it, you know, because not really non-binary. Everything works out. It basically feels like hell in a weird way of like, oh man, everything is working out so well. That's fucking weird. The Man of Theseus is like Inko got fucked up in an accident, and he's a very, very cruel man as a result. You know, he's been hardened. Not edgy, just hardened. Evelyn the movie. Man, Evelyn, you're like 3 different startups that went nowhere. I hate this. Makes me want to put up my fists and punch myself in the dick. Man, the Isekai Kojilichi is cute though. The basic idea is, why is Anon of the North in here? The nothing to something. I hate this anger fic. That is quite literally just me trying to do better, and then I never finish it anyway. You know what they say. It's easy to talk big shit, but the fic that's uploaded always beats the one that's not. Oh, the Quagility is a whole separate thing. I'm thinking of a different one. What the hell is Inko the asshole? Every single one of these is called the story bibble. I don't know why. I just like the word bibble. It's not a story Bible, it's a story bibble. Where is what I'm looking for? Magic Rewind stuff? A sequel to Near Olivia. Oh yeah, that fucking idea that I had. Ugh. How much of this has been uploaded? Nothing. How many words are in here? 5,000. Oh, that's a short one. Hold up. Hold up. Oh, it's Casting Call. That's the one I'm thinking of. Let's pull up a couple of them and do some word counting, because like I said, there's a lot of words. There's a lot of words. Do you want words? I got words. I got words out the ass. Sometimes they're good words. Sometimes they're bad words. Sometimes the words just don't come to me. Anon gets burnt? What are you talking about, Safi? Oh yeah, Near. I was going to work on Near Olivia. Near Olivia is actually, like, next chapter is kind of there, but I just don't want to upload it. I get the heebie-jeebies, as they say. Is the new verse on this listing already? Rise to Ruins. No, it's not on here yet, so we can pull that one up too. Ophinia the Exchange Student, then Ophinia the Exchange Student 2.0, because I realized there's a whole different, better story where Ophinia is more confrontational, and thus works better as a character, and also has a better thematic through line, because it's about an optimist, a pessimist, and a realist meeting in a room, and all of them have a fun fight about it. So, Ophinia the Exchange Student alone is 80,000 words. The other one, the new one, is 16,000 words. Do you want to know about the new verse? That's 16,000 words already. That excludes the old version. Near Olivia is 30,000 words. The Wizard and the Dragon, short one, just 1,000 words, because I didn't get too far with that. That one got shifted over somewhere else anyway. I don't know if there's only 2,500, but that's because we're not at the one that matters. Rise to Ruins, 20,000 words. And none of it is out there. Do you want to hear about Inko loss at all? That's 9,000 more words for you, buddy. Rise to Ruins, it's a big one, 20,000. What am I working? What am I doing it for? As I said, what use is the fic that isn't even uploaded? What is the purpose of art if not to be shown to other people and make them laugh at you? All right. Well, I just yelled at some. Okay, listen. Let's backpedal. Arthur has it figured out. He's right. Art is fun. As much as I regret the fact that I can't upload anything, because everyone uploads, right? That's the expectation, is that you put shit out there. But I have fun just writing and have a little fun with that. I might have created Snoot May Game 3. Proceeds to suffer for the art. I got papats. I thought you. The problem with what spotlight? What spotlight would you give me? What bluff did the senator make? Senator, what bluff have you been making? Always tout writing for you. What is going on? I'm losing the conversation. I'm very confused now. Please, I request that you mentally envision me sitting on my ass on the floor, surrounded by random bits of paper, throwing my hands up, going, I don't know. I just don't know anymore. Now, the problem, right, is the first thing I uploaded, and I agree with the sentiment, is that nothing is something, Safi. The cost of moving on was not great, because originally it did the fucking thing where it tried to introduce the supernatural in a serious situation too late down the line. Oh yeah, I forgot. That's also a situation where Octave shows up. Fuck if I didn't do him dirty. Want to do a podcast and talk about... Listen, you don't want me on a podcast. I will never stop talking. You'll have to wrangle me, and I don't want to be wrangled. No one is happy. No one. There are no winners here. Only losers. I have a thing to... Fuck! I have a game to run in the morning! Contact the schedule. Did I just... Did I just run into a fucking agent? Get out of here, Smith. I'm gonna slow-mo bend backwards to dodge those bullets. Oh, my back. Yep. Keanu Reeves did it on his younger days like he should. Anyway, these guys are having a... Holy shit, it's been an hour. Holy shit, it's been an hour. My life flashed before my eyes. What was the host playing Minesweeper? Spurking out. Oh no, you can't play Minesweeper during a podcast. That's rule number 1. I went to podcasting school. I went to podcasting college, you know. Oh no. We'll do the podcast. Oh. I refuse to be called a Snoot writer. I haven't uploaded anything since December, and all I've done is slap my own OCs to... Not really. Not really. That's overselling the... I don't know. I don't know. I don't want to talk about this right now. I'm gonna go take a... I'm never gonna finish this. I'm not gonna ignore the chat so we can actually get this shit done. So not worried about you either way, you know? Yeah, it's a good reason to worry. Like, you've already seen him freak out. Depending on the situation, you might know about the whole fight scene. Cheryl comes to the really clean broken as usual outfit. She's got like 5 of the same hoodie and shirt. I mean, Anon has like bulk deals. I really like the look, but it's whatever. Oh, the same shit every day. Honest, like, the reason they do that in this stuff is because drawing a whole bunch of spare outfits is terrible. However, I would like to point out, if I was a sassy bastard, I'd make a joke out of it, but it just doesn't work, you know? In writing, it doesn't work. The reason it works in Snoot Game is because Anon is a character we see consistently. And we see him day in, day out. So, it's a visual gag is the problem. And you can't just translate it without setting it up first. It's never set up. These people never write about, like, Anon reaching into a closet and it's all the same jacket. They just talk about, oh, she's wearing the same thing again. It's like, yeah. I guess. Is it a purely visual joke, though? Because the joke is more about the implications thereupon. The expectations that are thwarted. Like a good joke. He glugs down his coffee. Glug, glug, glug. And rises out of my chair, clothes draped over my shoulder. This man can't wear a shirt for 2 days in a row. What a weirdo. They actually have a shower. A roll-in shower. I mean, I never thought about that, but that is... Yeah. Does she... I was about to ask, does she leave her wheelchair in there? Because usually they have like a cloth seat soaked. But no, there's a little seat inside. Yeah, you should be careful with that cast. I don't know how casts work. I imagine your doctor would have told you. Oh, you stick all these little precautions. That'll complicate a one-hand dance of planks. Oh, poor guy. Janky. That's the right word. Liz is picking us up. Are they walking? Yeah. What a weird twist. We're going in Liz's car for our second time? How weird. Wait, how are they getting to prom? Are you also going to get a limousine? Because Inko did that because Inko is... Okay, listen. The motivations behind why Inko gets a limousine are different. In ending 1, it's implied that he's shallow, and in ending 2, he's probably still shallow because that's his bad point ending. Ending 3, he might have, again, done it because he cares about his friends, and ending 4 might have been because, you know, the person... No, ending 3, he doesn't show up. He doesn't do it at all. They never take the limo. Do they? What did they do again? I forgot. Ah, who knows? Who cares? It's not really that important. I know that they go to the fire thing eventually. And in ending 1, they never travel with the friends, because, like, the gesture, you know... Thinking about things, man. You gotta think about those beans. Think about those beans. There goes Randy. Off into the sunset. Yeehaw. Don't start smoking, big guy. And it smells. You know we can tell you've been smoking! You should have been able to tell ahead of time. Especially if he doesn't, like, power wash his clothes. Alright. Goddamn. Just blow smoke rings at her. Just assault your girlfriend. You have a sensitive nose? I got a sensitive brand. He packs it full of tar. I'm teasing you. I actually like how you smell when you smoke. I mean, I can see someone liking it, but Someone's talking lightsaber crystals at me. I don't know what that means. Or either Atigan or Ilm. Thanks. I know what that means. Morning D, feeling better. Oh yeah, Liz. Oh yeah, Liz was there too, right? Yeah, she picked up on a lot of that. Good there. Grab some clothes. Pay for the gas. Is it that big of a detour? Smells like his deodorant. You know, you could have skipped this line and just have it be this instead. Works a little better, I feel. A little sassier, at least. And then you have this, and then he says, what? And then you have Olivia bring this up. It feels a little more organic, and it's a little snappier as a joke. I don't know, it's fine, but... It feels more economical? Maybe it isn't. I might be wrong. I might be stupid. I might be a giant idiot. I just realized that because I've not been streaming with the chat, despite the fact the chat's been full of good stuff, you know, it's my bad. It's my bad. I'm an idiot. A collective laugh goes around the car. Are we going to talk about racial segregation again? You know, that joke would work in the Ophinia storyline because, you know, aliens and shit, or in the other original one, not dinosaurs. It would work a lot better in that context. Although, where the fuck would she sit? The whole idea is that she's small enough to probably fit. Fucking in the trunk, peeking her head out over the backseat. Don't worry, I'm impact resistant. If we get into a car crash, I'm better off than you seatbelt losers. Just them getting into a car accident or flinging into the front seat. Proving the point, if anything. Imagine knowing someone who's like so damage resistant, or impact resistant, this is specific. Like, you know, you can still cut them up, but the car crash won't get them. They won't die from terminal velocity because they're just too low. Too much friction, too many feathers, too much impact resistance, one might say. Just the idea of knowing someone who like intentionally steps in front of a train because he thinks it's fucking funny. I'd be terrified. I'd go like, that's cool. What the fuck, man? That train driver's traumatized. You asshole. I talked to him about it after school today. Yeah, you I mean, admittedly, man, you've done so much yesterday. Maybe take it easy. Maybe, like, recover a little bit first. Oof. Holding hands. The school itself seems muted. I mean, the Atacon was half the party. Normal stuff going on. Seems just enthusiastic. Let's get set to school. Still enormous stuff going on. I mean, like, you know, it's kind of like, it doesn't matter. If the Atacon's class is like, he has 2 classes and they're both 30 people each. In a school of like a few hundred people, that's still a significant percentage, right? That's enough that a bunch of friends are going to be sad. Who in turn, you know. Anyway, we're talking to Scalar. So now is good. Ah, we're cocking eyebrows again. Good old penis brow. I mean, I haven't seen this a lot. Maybe because I've been skipping it, but it feels like we haven't had a good old cocked eyebrow in a while. No, I've been skipping them. They're here in full force. Just nice about it, I guess. Want to make sure you're okay after yesterday. You know, since you literally broke your goddamn hand! Superintendent Farashi did not handle the news very well. Apparently he went to a fight club and killed a man. Also, we do not appreciate heat moves on school grounds. D, not on school grounds. Did this to myself because of it. I'm sorry? Yeah, I wouldn't know what to say either, man. I'm sorry? Okay. Yeah, the therapy stuff. Which again, we've pointed out a lot by now. Like, I get it. Here's a fun problem for you, right? When you really think about it, Scalar, unless she's directly and personally involved with something, is really a character that you summarize. It's like, I had to go to Scalar and do this thing, but like, usually what you're doing with them, you would have discussed with someone else first, and then you go to Scalar, and it's like, the audience doesn't need to know this, because they already know what they're going to do, because you've already discussed this with the other characters in the meaningful sentences. Like, isn't that a sad situation? Like, you're the character everyone gets summaries with, because you never do anything directly. You're always the second banana. Standard counsel and clinical therapy. We also have this new drug. We'll just inject it directly. Get your fucking own, man. It's better. Sent it to the bands. Oh, yeah, they're acting as guardians. Dad gave them permission. You can call and double check if you need to. I imagine she would, considering that, you know, you might be trying to sneak yourself out of something, eh, buddy? If only because of safety. Just let it be. You have a cast! You aren't feeling well. I don't know, the fucking cast tip you off. Yes, ma'am. Mr. False Principal Scalar, ma'am. Is Scalar the kind of principal who tries to be hip with the kids? I always got the impression she was just kind of trying to make it through the day, if anything. There's a Yakuza reference. Listen, I give nothing to something shit for having literal jobbers show up. And you've handled that way better so far. But I hope it, you have my attention. I'm warmed up. Altercation with Ms. Red, I'm going to be frank with you. Ms. Red disability record is far cleaner than it should have been due to certain circumstances. I haven't always unacceptable the best criminal or worst. Oof. Criminal. I had half a mind to explicitly because it's just so to say the elevator, but said I had an in-school suspension at Reef City. Woof! Show me that video. She pulled out the nuke! But given recent events, especially as I got oh, she's being nice. So, again, I don't know if this change makes any sense. Remember that the original scene is this confrontation, and it's all about, Inko, are you going to... Like, Inko is like, hey, are you going to be Japanese and preserve the order and stability of society, or are you going to do what's right? You know, that's kind of the scene. He's robbed of that. I guess that's not really his character flaw, is it? I don't know how to handle this under that context. If you want to keep the same thematic, like, you know, have a point to the scene, as it were. I don't know how you do that. Mostly because I'm tired, and partially because, you know, the contest already happened. Ben? Oh yeah, what a nice guy, Ben. I wonder why Ben did that, though. Because you're not that close with Ben. You're like in photography, but it's very incidental. I love how St. Hammond is a disciplinary measure. You're getting sent to art school. Art school. Xanax, it powers Abdiryu to change his class from hero to breakdance. God damn the fucking breakdancing style. Alright, we'll take action on it. Don't do it again. If you commit another murder, at least make sure I can pin it on you. So for punctuation, the toddy bell. Anyway, Scalar gives a little... Yeah, this would be something that any residual family or friends would be taking care of, if anything. Or whoever's in his will. Olivia needs closure, Mrs. Halford. That's okay, Mr. Fault's not up to me. But that's nice. That's a nice twist. You know what? I mentioned this before, right? I talked about what the actual theme of the story is, and I was dead mom is more a warning than an actual character point. But this is what I was talking about. Preventing further harm. Kind of is really what he's about. Is like, don't have regrets, and that works. That works really well. I talked about how do you rework the Scalar scene, and this is pretty all right. This is pretty all right. Remember the last time someone got kicked out from art school? Oh no! Oh my god! She has to use a walkie-talkie. Listen, I understand that the joke is just that the Prockling and him are both references to Team Fortress 2. That's why they have the communication. But the idea that this is just how you have to talk to Sully is way funnier. Oh. Got what? God damn it. Why am I always left out of things? The delay is what's killing it. You may go now, Mr. Fault. Have a nice day. I'm not finishing this before I need to go to bed. Gosh. You can go back on the bleachers, Private Fault. Which one was it again? I think the original version of the Ophinia exchange student thing. Before she became aliens. No, this was after aliens. That went through so many iterations. Let me run you through this, alright? Started off as same planet, but like weird isolationist culture. Then became aliens. Yeah, then... No. Started off as Anon, getting reincarnated as one, and has to deal with the cultural backslide because I felt that nothing to something kind of shortchanged a lot of character points. That's what it was about. Then it became the exchange student just for Ophinia. Then it became the aliens thing. And somewhere in that, I wrote that Solly I roast Solly a bit differently than most people probably think. Is that he's just goofing. He's just goofing. You know, he cares for his students. But his way of caring is to beat the shit out of them within the legal boundaries. I will make sure that all of you are as exhausted and aching as I legally am able to. We gotta sit on the bleachers. Everyone gets to sit on the bleachers. Okay, see these bleachers? Perfect. Thanks to the cold as fuck weathers, everything is indoors now. You're in Mediterranean climate. You're in fucking California. It's Mediterranean. Winters are not that cold. Dinosaurs are pussies. Given the chaos happening right now, it's a dodgeball. Or as they say in Dexter's lab, dodge ball! Which I still love. Damien beats the shit out of people. Oh yeah, because Mia's gone, so he needs to take it out on everyone else. With lead poisoning? No! Oh no! Oh shit. There's so many. Why do I have so many files and they're all so different? Oh my god, then there's the one from Ophinia's perspective that I wanted to write because I don't know. I guess the reason I like magic shit and the alien shit is because I just like writing about worlds. I love lore building. I love writing about stuff and then hinting at things that are the way they are and then having. I just like world building. I just like world building too much. It's fucking crack cocaine to me. I stuff my face full. But yeah, here we go. What a day, what a week. So it's Monday. It's gonna be a real what a year too. I have to gather all my strength to give the kids a warm welcome speech. Nothing drains as much as Kelly giving one of her patented "My job is on the line, please save me" speeches. Everyone got the email for a hands-on meeting finalizing the important parts. The rest of the faculty barely fit in that room. Even Trent, who told me a month ago he had an important doctor thing, was there. That's how you know Kelly pulled out the big guns. Artillery loaded depleting random shells with us. Great way to start a first day. Just a kid, a teen. I bet a real worry is Michael Ferris and the news. Oh shit, that needs to be, if I were to use that line, I would need to clarify, because otherwise it implies that Michael Ferris and the news are related instead of it being the national news. Will Elsa's front line follows the cat to Bulletstorm and if or when it goes down. Why would you phrase it like that, Safi? It is... Either he's convinced it's going to happen or he considers it an option. Trent was the first to talk. Like, it's a subtle thing of having him call him Trent. Just Trent. Everyone calls him Mr. Yatacon, and it kind of leaves some ambiguity who he really is, I think. No. Would I leave that ambiguity up the table? For some reason, there's a particular joke that I really like that I kept in there. What a wonder... Get a load of that. Marvelous. What a wonderful show. I always love when you darlings. Wait, can't use feminine terms. Be inclusive, not derisive. I just like the idea that he got talked to by a sensitivity person because he was being too rude about stuff and he's just fucking shifting it around. You can't stop the man. He'll do it. Come on, Damien. You're dumb enough to say first. Game of dodgeball. It's been too long. Oh. Ugh. I think it's good that when I read this stuff, I'm like, yeah, I know exactly what I was thinking and why I thought that worked. Get your teams even and get your team, keep it even, and spread the balls. And if I hear one more person say gay this year, you all be spending every period doing squats, jumping jacks, and burpees until your muscles fall from your bones, and I can make soup out of you, sorry lot. It's great. The better part is that because of Phineas Feathers, they can be called Fins and Feathers. I don't know what works for Inko. Oh yeah, then there was the idea of having Inko and Anon, because Anon could be like the lower class society, and Fang and the gang could be their own little cultural and it got too big, and I realized over time that technically, while that works, Anon doesn't fit inside the niches. He works for the lore building perspective. Like if you want to build the war, and you want to talk about the character, you want to talk about Skid Row getting bulldozed for a sci-fi tower, great. But thematically speaking, he doesn't fit in. He would work for a secondary arc, but not for the primary arc, because in the primary arc, Phineas, generally speaking, going to be around Liz, and Liz by proxy, Olivia, and Inko, and Inko is the cosmopolitan do-good boy, and Olivia... Ugh. Logistics! That causes against aggression. Doesn't sound promising. What doesn't sound promising? Love Encore? You can dodge your ball. What doesn't sound promising? Is it me? But I specifically called out that why would I love Encore? Because personally, right, I've been looking at Encore going, who is this for? Who is this for? Every time I look at Encore, the thing that goes to my head is the thing that made the original work is that it was kind of cheap. The low... Let me see, I kind of like that Star Wars is a little cheap. I kind of like it. Does that future is going to evolve and enjoys it? No. Technically, no. There's an entire back plot that really messes shit up. God damn, like it just makes so much more sense to go back to the original idea of it being just a planetary exchange of cultures. It just works way better. Because the way I'm doing it right now, it's like, Safi, this story and the way you're writing it and the way you're establishing things, the way that Ophinia works as a character and the way that she relates to the world around her, means that by definition you're involving this bigger plot. And how are you involving this bigger plot in anything? How do you talk about this shit? These are teenagers, and Ophinia isn't even involved in this. She's involved by proxy of who her mom is. Listen. Let me sit down. I like writing about lore building. Is more what I'm going for. I really like having characters talk about shit and being like, oh, what's that and what's that, and then using that to have those characters emote why they care or how they care about stuff. Like using world building as an excuse for character development. I don't know. Maybe it's because of, as you say, my Spurgeon. Is that I can relate to that. Also, I like writing about that stuff because it feels like I have the freedom to do what I want instead of having to listen to stupid brains. Spears VA roll? I would never get the Spears VA roll. Why would I get the Spears VA roll? Why would I get any VA rolls? Audition for what? I'm not auditioning for anything. Nobody wants me. If I ever get a voice line credit, I'll eat a banana like a fool, gormlessly. Banana. I like bananas. They got a nice soft flavor to them. First challenge of the day. Bathroom, splashing water, face, keep it together, folk, Olivia over here. There's a classroom. Oh, yeah, he's going to the Iadakon room. It's just a classroom, Dorian. What does the E stand for? Dorian, Eorian. Turn over in front of the threshold of the room. The threshold. I feel my skull pounding as I stare at it. Didn't replace the nameplate. It's still there. He died like a week ago, man. Can't do it also. It's Olivia. Ah, you're just having this cute little scene where they do it together. Just some random sub. It's no passion. Everything Iadakon has, she does not. She is the absence of Iadakon, personified, made flesh. Space Anna. Oh man. Well, if you are in there, then I'll know a celebrity. That'd be amazing. I know a real voice celebrity. Incredible. Spurglord. Like, this is why I get so caught up about my writing, right? It's like the magic thing I get caught up about my writing, the Nier thing I get caught up on my writing. I get very much drawn out of, like, at what point is it too much? Because a large portion of the Ophinia thing, like, there's a massive backstory of, like, what happens if humanity was actually faced with an overwhelming physical violence force of, like, hey, we're aliens, you cannot physically hope to fight us because we would just nuke you from orbit. We want to be friends! And everyone makes it a big fucking problem because they're too nice about it. And it just gets painful. And then they get nuked anyway, and they still have a gall about it. I don't know, it's messy. That's why I get stuck on things, because I'm like, none of this shows up anywhere. This isn't even relevant for the characters and the situations they find themselves in. Safi, you're never getting this shit. It's gonna be 1 in the morning. 1 in the morning and still not done. There's no passion. This sub is the absence of Yerika. You definitely have to be curious about your writings. Well, stay curious, buddy. I'll probably be dead before the time anything. Don't be like that, Safi. Don't be like that. You know what you're worth. $50. Olivia and I distract herself with note taking. Man, can you imagine being the sub? Man, that's life of a sub, right? You just show up and it's like, yeah, the guy died and everyone loved him. Great, love it. It's all A's. Lunch is better. I guess Reef. Listen. I love Reef City as like the. You don't want to go to Reef City. Nobody wants to go to Reef City. I just like that little in-joke. It's great. God, I don't. Okay, so the reincarnation story. I still want to write that. I still. Let me run you through that reincarnation story because a large. How about we talk about theme because I have notes for this. So I can't focus. My brain is just a fucking mess. Safi, those are your notes for something else that no one here needs to know about. Here we go. Ophinia optimistic, enduring what she must. Olivia pessimistic, but trying to forge her own path. Inko's an optimist, but goes where things take him. You might notice that Olivia has a negative trait, objectively terrible trait of like being pessimist, but she's also trying to forge her own path. That makes for that's what she is in the game. She dedicated, determined, but also kind of annoyed about everything. And we got the Evelyn thing. Extremely competent, strict and structured, outsider to her own people. I still don't know how that works. She needs a proper, good, like, everyone sees this as the problem. Olivia decently competent, loose and carefree, living broken. Safi, these are cute themes, and you wrote them down adorably, but what exactly, other than Inko, sounds like a character that has a legitimate struggle they're going to get through over the course of the story? Bonk on the head. Try again later. I was doing a thematic analysis, and I wrote about a whole bunch of stuff. To the point is you can extend. Oh yeah, I was talking about like if you're going to write a fan fiction and you want to introduce a new OC, you need to tie that OC into the existing theme structures, either extending the themes on the axis by having a character that's in the middle, or extending the theme into from an axis to a triangle, and then using the extremes of the triangle to represent. The Netherlands is the Balkans of Western Europe. Worse than Denmark. Man. Fuck. British City must be fucked up. Olivia didn't cook anything for us, so back to the vending machine. I might hate me, but I'm sure he's not taking that well. Yeah, Ben's probably all kinds of fucked up. Trip back to the room, he's taking something next to bag. Oh shit. Oh shit, he's got bags, mussed up hair. Like, if this was a third person, like, here's the thing, right? With first person POV, do you include a line like this? He's already said shit, so we already know it's not good. We already get the description of it. But this, right, that's like the trick, is like, do you keep it? Because you've already established it. The writer knows it. He already says it's concerning. Like, what part do you cut? Do you cut it? Do you have the character be verbose? That's the thing with Call Me Fang, right? Is that Trico is excessively verbose, but that is how he talks. And to an extent, it's intentional. And it's something that over time you can work at and make shorter to, like, show that he I don't know. Call Me Fang is so fucking weird, man. He sluggishly turns to regard me with an almost intoxicated smile. His voice is strange, lilting. Fucking hit me up with that lilting. With a lilt. I don't know what a fucking lilt is. God damn. Oh, yeah, that word? It means using the word. A characteristic of rising or falling of the voice when speaking. A pleasant, gentle accent. Also, he sounds forced? Oh, I am just fine. I would like to remind you that for Yadikon, I go for a sharp British accent. Or at least something, a bit sharper. Something that might be considered Doctor Whovian. Is it? No. But here, for him, I go with a sharp, I am just fine. Something slightly Asian. Japanese, specifically. I heard a Japanese person talk similar to that once, and it's just nice and snappy, It feels like Ben. Snappy, cordial. The name makes me recoil, not just because he said that. What the hell is going on with him? Well, he hasn't had his drugs. Consider this a free period, aka plot development. Consider this a free period, free for plot development. Character development, technically. She goes, look, Ben barely registers the sub's words, and Oh, I missed this. I wasn't paying attention. Are you excited for Yadakan's lessons today? Oh no. I mean, he's probably listen, listen, D. D. I know that you had your hand in a cast. You cried twice. You broke your hand. A lot happened, but like Ben probably broke up with his girlfriend. Probably hasn't slept well. Like I don't know what to tell you, man. Everyone's kind of fucked up. Good job, man. You ruined his day. Pictures taken instantaneously. I'm a photographic genius if I do this to myself. Oh man. Yeah, the sub probably knows all about that. She looks at me with a small smile and a nod. Okay. Why? I don't know what to tell you. Why is this here? I thank her and turn to bed and crouching next to him. Come on, buddy. Take you to the nurse. Hold up, let's just get rid of this music. I'm kind of done on music. It just distracts me. He Jedler's head suddenly under the Johnson. Okay, Ben's fucked up. Was he hit hard? Well, of course he was. Because in case you didn't pay attention, during the wedding sequence, Ben was with the Otacon. As the security guard, you might have picked up on that. Or are you not as observant as you claim to be? Like, you should have picked up that Ben was in the car with him at the least, and they probably talked shop about cameras for a little while. I feel like this is the kind of thing that should have, at least kind of clued you in. Although on the other hand, I also got the impression that Ben was a bit too pragmatic for Yadakon's tastes. Quantity over quality. Oh, like she was in prison. I mean, from what we hear about Reef City, she might as well be. Ben, what's going on, buddy? Everything's falling apart. I'm losing it. Everything is falling apart, D. I'm losing it. I've lost it. I tried to do so many things at once and finally dropped them all. Mia, after I defended you, she broke up with me. She's going to tell them all, D. Tell them what, D, Ben? I don't think I can. Oh, man, because... Yeah, if you want to do this earlier, you really need to build up Ben a bit better. But I guess Ben has no one left. That's also an angle. It's desperation. Normally, I'd prefer it if you built up their friendship a bit better, but it makes sense that if Ben is that desperate, and D seems like odds are he knows about the blackmail evidence too. Odds are that Mia brought it up, so hey, decent confidant. He can keep his own secrets at least. He digs into my eyes, pupils wide, searching for a lie. Damn. Another quiet sob escapes him. Quiet sobs are the worst, because you can tell that they're trying to hold it back, and it just sounds so messy. He has to take his medicine, antipsychotics. I like that just like before, right? Here he was like Iadacon's lessons, right? And now he's like antipsychotics. And then, as if he didn't even remember as if he just realized, it feels so frantic, like his mind isn't quite there. That's real nice. I'm just a psycho. Well, Psycho was a good movie. I don't understand. Why are you scared of people finding out about that? D. Oh, by the way, one too many quotation marks there. But D is also kind of a psycho, so wouldn't you two be on board with each other? You're both fucking crazy in your own ways. Of course, you don't understand. How could you? I just live. What are you talking about? Surely Mia showed you the video, for one. And surely, by this point, you have realized that D is a little weird. I need my medication to function. Well, I'm a fucking mess. And Mia, she's keeping it from me. I mean, she's gone now. He begins to hyperventilate. Flash of anger boils. Ben continues on. Never understand all these thoughts buzzing around in my head, shouting a million things. The scratching. Oh, you're both psychos. That's interesting. Interesting parallel to draw between these two characters. Scratching the thoughts. He's like me. He's been like me this whole time. Huh. I like the... Man, like I said, man, you need to see a doctor. Like a good one. Scratching that gets worse and worse. The thought boils up, to explode out of your mind. Oof. Damn. So there are two schizos having a heart-to-heart together. Well, I'm honestly impressed that your dad, with all of his money, didn't try to do something. Maybe he did. And he would just beat up the shrink. Dealing with it for a very long time, Ben. I get it. I can't talk right. I mean, I imagine that Ben's is genetic. I also got the impression that this is something he's been living with for all of his life. Because remember, this is around freshman year, so that's minimum 4 years. I don't know how long D's been dealing with stuff, but time zones are funny. I get it. Can't talk right now. I'm gonna freaking out too. You need to go home. You're not doing great. I mean, as your medicine, you need to get more. Talking to your nurse. Your parents lost your bottle. Fuck anyone that goes two-faced on you. Fair enough. Aw, man. They have hugs. Barry's head on my shoulder and moves quietly. Okay, this is... Yeah, you really can't judge D. You've done this like multiple times with multiple different people. I did the same shit to Damien. And to Sophia. Oh, but it's okay because she's a woman. Okay, saw me yesterday, right now. I was having an episode back then. See me at my worst. Oh, what that was about. I mean, admittedly, that could just be, not psychosis. I'm sorry, not my fault, buddy. Come on. Yeah, that's cute. It ate me today. We already had a hint at this. That's a cute punchline to that setup of like, oh, the nurse knows me. She snorts, leaning bent over to a chair. Keep it. Oh, deeper voices. It's because she smokes. It's gonna be you in a couple of years. Take care of him. I think he needs to go home. He's not handling recent events well. None of us are. Fair enough. Take it easy, right, buddy. Talk, you got my number. Man. I mean, if this is them getting closer together, it's an interesting way to do it. I'm on board with it. Makes more sense than the Iacon, since, there's nothing really connecting them to an Iacon, so them instead uniting over this kind of is kind of neat. Doing something different. Are you okay? To look like you are. I'll be fine. I think it's just Ben. Yeah, she still thinks Ben can go fuck himself, so hey. Didn't do anything. It's just not taking shit well. Taking to the nurse. She probably mentioned that he's like literally out of it, but hey. Although I guess that's gossip. Shh, probably limit that though. Don't talk about it too much. A little breakdown 5 minutes. Yeah, man. Yeah, at this point, if you're connecting it to yourself, like that would make Olivia more sympathetic to him. Thank God it's Friday. TGIF. You know what? This chapter's still too fucking long. I would like to remind you. This started off with Ghosty Otacon. What are these chapters, man? Holy. All right, next episode is 20, and I don't know what the fuck 20 is going to be. I didn't even know what this chapter really was. Well, I'm gonna call it that and leave it at that. And so, yeah. Listen, I get that some people just like reading the night away, but I prefer that my chapters have thematic cohesion and they're about a thing, and then when that thing is done, we move on to the next chapter so that I can compartmentalize in my brain instead of it being one big fucking slurry. Did I just see a date? Why is there a date in here? He's my brother. Damien's your bro? Aw, shit, man. Oh, it's the winter formal announcement. That's why they put in a date. It was a good time. This was a good... Okay, yeah. I guess tomorrow... I'll see... I need to go to bed. Oh, no, man. My brain is like 90% fried right now. It's too late. After 10 o'clock, I just stop functioning as a human being, and I become a whole new being instead. Thank you all for coming. You can come back tomorrow, or you can watch the VODs when they get uploaded, or whatever the hell suits your needs and your abilities. Either way, man, it'd be great if I could actually finish something and upload it one time, but who knows? Maybe now's just the time, not the time. You never know. You never know. Sometimes you just keep it close to your chest. Let it be your own little secret. It's a shame, because I am kind of proud and interested in... Let's go to bed. How about you go to bed?